Yo, you know I ain't no rapper and I ain't afraid to show it. I know it's just poetry, a bunch of notions in motion with words flowing like water, but the scansion is harder. You know, maybe I should just go back to singing songs about martyrs. Yeah, martyrs, we got 'em. A couple folks who hit bottom, but Jesus stuck with them in jail and now they won't be forgotten. God's glory to the max. Yeah, he's shown through their shackles, but hold up for a second here and let's get practical. In fact, Acts chapter 6. I love this passage, especially because I'm really practical and I'm usually trying to do too many things at once. In this passage, the apostles are faced with a problem that they don't have the time or the means to solve. Their job is to be preaching the gospel, and people come to them with a very important and very legitimate problem about fairness in organizing taking care of the poor. Instead of spreading themselves too thin and doing a lame job at something that isn't their strength and neglecting the things that are their strength, they say, you know what? This isn't what God has asked us to do. Let's appoint some people who do have this gift and let them take care of it. And they do. And it works beautifully. And I love it because that's the way that the church is supposed to work. God gave us different gifts on purpose because we don't have time to do everything. And he wants us to need each other. The upshot of this for us is that you probably don't have time to write, direct, and act in your own play to harness the power of theater where you are. I mean, if you do, awesome, go for it, it's fun. But assuming that you don't, that's okay. We've got that part covered, we can do that. What we don't have is the connection that you have to your community. We can't invite the same people that you can. We can't get into the same spaces that you can. And we can't be there to follow up afterward. But you can. And the cool part is, it's actually really easy to get us there. It probably takes about as much work to organize a potluck. It probably takes less work than a potluck because you don't have to clean up punch off the floor and you don't have to make sure that not everybody brings Jell-O salad. Here's the other part of this. Your pastor probably doesn't have time to do this. Frankly, we've gotten pretty bad at the Act 6 model these days, and we expect way too much of pastors. Scheduling something like this isn't part of the gift of being a pastor, but it might be part of your gifts. And so if you are interested in having theater where you are, you're probably the best person to coordinate this. And if you're interested in having us come, we are interested in coming. As I've mentioned before, we have 2 shows that are now available year-round. I'm going to be sending out information very soon on how those can be booked. I'm also going to be sending out information on a couple special offers we have coming along with them, and on some special preview shows of them that we're going to be having this spring. So stay tuned for that. And also, there are links here for sheet music and a recording. A number of you have asked about being able to perform the song Send Up a Hallelujah with your own church choirs. So here are the materials for that. In the meantime, thank you again so much for listening. I'm Jasmine Myers. God is still so good, and we are still small. We got some tales of inspiration, but we need an invitation. Otherwise, we'd be trespassing and risk incarceration. We'll go to schools, jails, churches, barns. It's quite the opportunity. So what you think of bringing theater into your community?